Recently I've been becoming unhappy with my exhaust. It's just, this Spintech, I have this cross-flow sportsman muffler. It's just too quiet. It's great for horsepower. If you saw my previous vids, this really improved the the response, but check out the installation here. It's all rusty, like very poor quality weld. So it's a 2-inch in, see, same side, and it's 2-inch out, but then here, wait a second, this is in. This pipe is this one is in, that one is out, and they increased the diameter to 2.5 inch, and that actually that helped a lot. And there's still no drone, but the space here is very limited, but I think it is possible to put in a different muffler. So I found the same Spintech. Spintech has a very short muffler that I used on my previous 40F150. Thinking that I will have enough space to put it in there. I'm going to cut all this off, and I'm going to put it in there, and just one great thing about Spintech is that you can go to their website, spintechmufflers.com, and you can design your own muffler. Like, you can change the position of inlet and outlet, you can change the diameter. If you cannot find on their website the particular design you need. So what I did is, because I have such a difficult situation here, a limited space 1, and then the 2 is the pipe from the engine is like to this side, and you see this one is moved to this side. So what I decided to do is I decided to order a small that muffler. It's called the Super Street 9000, and it's gonna have the intake 2 inches, and the outlet is gonna be 2.5 inches. So from my experience, 2.5 is okay for the 4-cylinder 2-liter engine, and it's gonna improve the power because there's gonna be less pipe, so the exhaust will travel shorter distance, and it's gonna be much louder. So, and here's what that muffler looks like. Here's the website of Spintech Mufflers. Company is based in California, US, and I ordered quite a few mufflers from them already. The one I have now, Street Mufflers, I think I have this one, Sportsman split case. Yeah, that's what my muffler looks like right now, because on the Mazda 3 there's very limited space under there, and the inlet, I think the inlet is this one. Yeah, so the one pipe goes like this, basically the end. Let's say it is like this under the trunk, so the engine is here, and the inlet pipe goes to here, and then the outlet pipe goes this way towards the end of the car. It's like, but and the one I have is I think this one, 310 CS. Yeah, so 2-inch inlet, 2-inch outlet. That was the price, 126 bucks. It's just that, yeah, I really want it louder, it doesn't cut it anymore, so I want to get, but because of the space, I decided to get this one, like Pro Street 6000. Well, I didn't get this one, but you see the size is 4x6x12, so it's 12 feet long. I mean, 12 inches. So it's 4 like this way, 6, and then the length is 12, which is great. It's a very small muffler, but you see, it gives you lots of airflow. Check this out, 180. What is this, cubic feet? Or yeah, cubic feet per minute in 5 inches of water for 2.5-inch diameter. So it's much more than MagnaFlow, Dynamax, Flowmaster 40 and Flowmaster 50. Okay, so now how do I go back here? Oh. All right, but this is not the one I want, because it's still too big. There's another one called where is it? Super Pro Street 9000. That's the most aggressive muffler they have, and it's only 9 inches long. And you see it even makes more, offers more CFM, cubic feet per minute. See, by 5 CFM more than that 6000 muffler. And that's what I got. I got this one. But actually I couldn't find the one I wanted here, because the inlet from the engine is 2 inches. And thankfully the Spintech mufflers, these guys are really great, so they have this little link here, build your own muffler, right? And you just choose, let's say I want to build this one, right? Build Super Street 9000. And that's exactly what I did earlier this afternoon. I just said, yeah, okay, man, I'm okay with aluminized steel. I want to put the inlet on the offset, and the inlet is going to be 2 inches, and the outlet is going to be offset. It's going to be 2.5, yeah, like this. And it's only 90 bucks. Plus, I decided to get it shipped to Canada. Don't want to drive to Michigan this time. And that's it. See, that they don't even charge you extra when you customize like this. But basically it's going to look like, see, like this one. This is offset, right? This is center, but offset is like this because I have where's my, oh, sorry, 1 second. I took a picture. Yeah. Here are my documents. Mazda. Yeah, so this is my current setup. So this is 2.5 inches, but very limited space in there. That's where the pipe comes from, out of there. That's why I need to, yeah, I see. That's why I need to get a very small muffler I can put in here. Yeah, that's the pipe coming out of the engine, but because of this thing, see, there's a very limited space. Yeah, that's my current Spintech muffler. See? Just wanted to show you guys. But I'm gonna cut all this. I'm gonna make it simple and direct. And I already placed the order, so I should get it in about. And I forgot to mention something that happened to me when I was deadheading in Iowa to pick up those backhoe machines. I went through some very heavy rain, and I think I hit a big puddle on the roadway. And when I stopped on the way back, already loaded, I stopped in Battle Creek? No, it wasn't Battle Creek. It was Benton Harbor. No, I think Battle Creek, Michigan, at the TA truck stop. And there was a guy backing next to me, and it was already dark. And I was watching a movie on my laptop in the sleeper, and I was concerned that he was gonna hit me because I saw he was moving at an angle. So usually in situations like this, you know, you don't wanna, you know, act like a jerk and honk your air horn, right, and wake everybody up. But what I do, I just turn on my clearance lights so that the guy can see me, you know. It's kind of like, you know, being polite, and plus it protects me and helps him, right? So I turn my key on to the on position in the truck, and I flip on my clearance lights switch, and I look in the mirror, and there's nothing. What? So I and this guy is backing, you know. I didn't want to alarm him, so I didn't want to, you know, put on my emergency flashlights. But when he was done and he didn't hit me,
Turns out it was another Landstar driver, and he was also hauling machinery from the same plant, only he had one big loader, not a backhoe loader, but a big, you know, kind of like much taller, because he had a double drop trailer, the same John Deere make. And so when he was done backing, I turned on my flashers, looked in the mirror, and they were working. So what the heck? The four-way flashers work, right? The clearance lights on the truck work, except two small ones under the door where I installed those LED lights just above the tanks. Those did not work because I walked around. Clearance lights on the side of the trailer were dead. The four lights in the frame, in the bumper, were working, like clearance lights, right? When I turn off my four-way flashers and just left the clearance lights on. So the four lights were working, but when I tried the switch for the strobe lights, sorry, the strobe lights were dead. You know, but signals work, like turn signals, you know, everything. And I had to deliver the load because I was on a tight schedule, right? Because this was Thursday night and Friday, you know, usually people don't work that long, so I didn't stop anywhere, and I drove to Canada. I delivered the load, and then as I drove, I found a shop that was able to accommodate me, you know, on such a short notice. Sometimes, you know, truck shops, actually quite often, they're very busy, so I have to call. Oh, I called the international dealer that I use sometimes in Kitchener, Ontario, and they said, oh, we're booking, this was Friday, right? And they say, oh, we're booking for next week. I said, what day? And the guy says, Tuesday. You know, I don't want to stay home for so long because, you know, I need to make money. So I found this shop, and actually it's the funny thing is it's the same shop where I went to test drive my first truck. If you remember, I did a series of videos where I was test driving various makes like Volvo, Mack, Western Star. So the Mack I test drove and I really liked it, except it had a weak engine, you know, only 1750 torque, but it was a Cambridge Mack dealer in Cambridge, Ontario, and I remember that they had a big shop in there, so I went there. Actually, I called them. I said, can you guys check out these lights, when I was still driving, and I said I can be there around 4, and I already thought that they would say, no, are you crazy, Friday at 4 o'clock you want to bring your truck? And to my surprise, the guy says, "Oh, it's okay. Yeah, 4 o'clock is fine. We're not sure when we will let you in, but we'll take care of it." All right. And so I left my truck there. Today's Saturday, so I left my truck there yesterday. I went to a hotel and went back this morning, and the truck was done. So it turns out they found that the fuse was out, like the breaker was activated, and one of the lights didn't tell me on the truck or on the trailer, but one of the lights was shorting, you know, had a short. So I guess when I went through that heavy rain, the water hit one of the lights, and I did notice that I lost the clearance lights on the trailer, because even when I discovered that fault, everything inside the truck worked. Like, you look at the dashboard, all the lights were on. It's only if you looked in the mirror and paid particular attention to those tiny clearance lights I have on this Transcraft, you could have noticed that I could have noticed that they were out. And I had my lights on when I was, you know, driving in the rain, because it was so dark. Like, I even wanted to you know, do a movie, because there was a couple of, you know, bolts of lightning that were real scary, flashed not too far from me. But then, you know, that didn't happen again. But anyway, so that's another thing I did. I got my truck fixed, so now all the lights are working. So they reset the fuse and they fixed that short on the light, and now my strobe lights work, all the clearance lights work. And this is really important, you know, you can get a ticket for driving like that. Well, at least my signals work. Otherwise I would definitely have to stop somewhere and get that fixed right away when I noticed this. And one more thing, so tomorrow is, no, the day after tomorrow, Monday, I'm gonna take care of the rub rail. I called from the road. I called Cambridge Mac, but the body shop, the guy I talked to before, when they were busy, and they said they have to give him a you know, like a notice. And I called them on Friday. I said, can you do it Monday? And the guy said, okay. He didn't sound too happy, but you know, he promised me before, right? So that's why I'm not working Monday. I'm gonna take care of this because it's really you know, starts annoying me, that rub rail. Bottle of red wine to go with my improvised dinner. I'm driving to my hotel in my Mazda 3. Like, it's amazing how quiet it is inside the car compared to my transport truck. I don't know if the sound of the muffler is heard on the video. That's my spin tech, but I want to make it louder. And I already placed the order, so I should get the new muffler probably in a week or so. With his foot on the brakes, you see that? Because that's not his clearance light. Some people have big feet, you know. I even noticed this on some trucks. By the way, on the right is the Cambridge Mac. That's where I had my truck fixed today, and I have a feeling I'll be coming back here to buy a new truck because I really like that Mac. And now the like the only thing, like I mentioned, I didn't like was the engine. They only have a 13-liter engine, unless you want to go with the Titan, and the Titan it's too expensive. But now they have a better version of that 13-liter engine, and instead of 1750 torque all the way, it develops 1850 in the top two gears, which is perfect. So I think in the lower 8 or 11 gears it develops I think 1650 or 1750. So that will save fuel, and you know, having that much torque in top gears will help the driver to stay in the top gear longer, so that'll be great. So that engine I like because I'm really used to 1850 torque. And recently I became interested in this muscle car called Dodge Challenger. But I look at the price, and it just, you know, it's way out of my league. It's like 30,000 bucks before taxes, and of course the fuel economy is awful, especially since I drive a lot, you know, on city streets. And again, how much horsepower do you need to go, you know, 120 kilometers an hour with one driver, no load, no trailer? My car is so light that even with a 2-liter engine, and I think I have 146 horsepower all in, but 5-speed manual is really great, and with my SpeedTech muffler I have so much power, it's like a little Porsche, you know, and I still have good fuel economy. I was just testing the car recently at the undisclosed location, and it was able to go 140 kilometers an hour, you know, with no sweat. 2-liter engine, closed course, skilled and trained driver. Don't try this at home. But a 2-liter engine, 4 cylinders, was going 140 kilometers an hour, which is what? Which is 85 miles per hour. So, and I routinely pass now, you know, the same kind of trucks I used to have before, that 5-liter V8, and I think it's an overkill, you know, having a 5.7 Hemi engine, or even a 6-liter 300 horsepower engine. You know, I don't shave too often, but by the way, if you're from planet Earth and you're watching this, just skip forward. This is mostly will be of interest to aliens that they used in the movie Battleship, The Battleship. Remember those guys? So what we do here on Earth, it's called shaving. So like this. Of course, for you guys, your hair is so big. You might want to use more heavy-duty razor, and that's why I have a pack. I have a pack, so if one razor gets dull, I can get another one. It doesn't take long, especially since they probably paid you guys a lot of money for that movie. Almost done. Beautiful. See, I got away with using only one razor. See, beautiful. Now, if you guys would look this nice, maybe they would have paid you even more money, you know, for the movie. Now, the following section will be of interest to single people. Like, I'm single, and of course I don't like cooking, and I go to restaurants often, and restaurants charge a lot of money. So today I decided to do something different, and I went to a big grocery store, and I bought a Greek salad with some tomatoes, cucumbers, you know, olives, some cheese, and I like this one better. I like this, you know, white cheese. Then I get some. This was $6.75,
This is Canada. In US would be much cheaper, right? Raspberries were $2.50. Well, this is for tomorrow. I got some apricots and pepper, but also got some walnuts. I don't remember how much this was. Oh, actually, walnuts. Columbia English. Oh, $3.34. Yeah, $3.34. So, but these basically I want to add. I want to, you know, I got a cheap salad relatively, and now I want to make it better. Oh, and I got a cucumber, but that's for tomorrow because, you know, I need veggies. Now this by itself would cost about 12 bucks in a restaurant, and they maybe they put like 2 pieces of walnuts, you know, and maybe they put 2 pieces of some berries, maybe raspberries or some other type. And this got a small bottle of wine, 250 ml. This is a really good wine. It has a weird name, but it's very rich. It's a Shiraz from, I think, from Australia, right? France. Yeah, from France. This is 5 bucks. But again, in Canada, you know, we have high prices on alcohol because of the high taxes. But this is much cheaper. Like this would be about this quality wine, and this is 250 ml, which is what, like 9 ounces, 10 ounces. This would be about 10 bucks, easy, here in a restaurant, right? And this is 12, so that's already $20 plus tip. Now, one good thing about being single, of course, is that you don't have to worry how things look because it's only you. So I found this ice bucket here at my hotel room, and I just put some stuff in, and I put all my raspberries and all the walnuts. And I have this plate here, but I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it like this and do a shake and bake. Then I have this one-time plate. I have a whole bunch of them in my car. I have a plastic fork, so I don't have to wash anything. Beautiful, just the way I like it. Use it once, then throw it away. And this dish will probably not win any medals at any cooking championships, but it's okay for me. That's how it looks on the plate. And this, with so much walnuts and raspberries, I'm telling you, this kind of salad would be like probably 15 bucks at a restaurant. And of course we have great wine. Another disposable item. That's why I love hotels. So Fat Bastard is the name of today's wine. First, of course, we're gonna take a sniff. Smells good. And my supper's ready. Cheers.